are welcome. Holy Spirit, you are welcome. You are welcome in this place. Holy Spirit, you are welcome. Yes, you are. Consuming fire, sweet perfume, awesome presence. Come fill this room. Consuming fire, sweet perfume, awesome presence. Come fill this room. Holy Spirit, we need your presence. Come on in here, God. Holy Spirit, yes, God. Oh, yes. Holy Spirit, you are welcome. You're welcome in this place. Move amongst us, God. We need you. Yes, God. Consuming fire. Sweet perfume. Your awesome presence. Come fill this room. Yeah. Sweet perfume. Your awesome presence. Come fill this room. Yeah. Holy Spirit, you are welcome. Come on in, Jesus. We need you, Lord. Yes, we do. Holy Spirit, come on in, Jesus. Welcome in this place. Yeah. Welcome in. Yeah. Come on, put your hands together. Come on, invite the Holy Ghost wherever you're sitting at, wherever you are driving at right now. He's gonna come in if you invite him in. Yeah. Come on, say welcome. Oh, welcome. We need you, Lord. You are welcome. Come on in, Jesus. We need your hand. Send your love rain, Jesus. We need your rain, God. Come on in, Jesus. You are invited in, Jesus. You are welcome. We need you. Send your glory, God. We need you, Lord. We need you, Jesus. Come on in, God. You are welcome. Welcome in. Welcome in. Yes. This place. Hallelujah.
Good morning. Thank you so much for joining us for Victory Community Church Worship Experience this morning. We are expecting and looking for great and marvelous things from this worship experience. Thank you again so much for joining us this morning. We A couple of quick announcements. First of all, we want to welcome all first-time guests. If this is your first time watching us stream through any of the platforms that we're on this morning, I just want you to type in the comments first time. And then when you type that in, we'll come inbox you. We're going to send you a little message and ask you to fill out a form so we can get in touch with you, keep in touch with you. We can reach out for you. Besides first time guests, hey, if you're watching us, remember, you don't want to keep this good thing all to yourself. So share it with your friends. Put it on your timeline. Share this same broadcast. Push the button. Share it on all of your social media platforms. Let everybody be in touch with what God is doing here at Victory Community Church. A couple of quick things. Every Tuesday at 7 p.m., we have our Tune Up Tuesday Bible study. Every Tuesday at 7 p.m., we have our Tune Up Tuesday tonight at 7 p.m. We have our rebroadcast of this worship service. Hey, I missed it, Pastor. I want to watch it again with you live in the comments. I want to see where I can be a part of the victory experience. This is where we ask you to come back and watch it again with us. Or if you missed it, you catching it and want to watch it live, play it again, then you can catch it at 7 p.m. Remember, we're in our Lenten season. We've posted our schedule for what we're fasting for on our social media channels. You can see that on Facebook and Instagram. Daily Love from Him Above is every day, Monday through Saturday at noon. Every day, Monday through Saturday at noon. Meet me at noon for Daily Love from Him Above. I promise you it will help bless and change your life. We're doing our outreach evangelism. Is our 300 goal. It's our goal to have 300 people bless the ministry with $20. 300 people bless the ministry with $20. You can give through the normal ways of giving. Just in the memo section, place outreach, because all funds go directly to the outreach ministry. We are planning on doing things throughout the year. This helps finance all of the things that we do. Every Thursday at 7 p.m., we have our weekly prayer call where we get on Zoom and just pray with us together. Our February series is on refocus, getting that focus back. And March, we're going from focus to forgiveness. Forgiveness will be our series in March. We're talking about let it go. Man, I'm telling you, I'm excited for this word. I'm excited. Don't keep it to yourself. Hit that share button, hit that like button, shoot some hearts up. Champions, I see you in the chat. I see you here joining us and joining with us for what we are doing. I'm telling you, it's going to be amazing. Y'all, I have a song that one of my favorites. I mean, can I just tell you, it's one of my favorites. It's gonna be played. Just sit back, enjoy it. But what I want you to do, this is what I want you to do. Take this time during this song, click the buttons, go to our social media stuff. Go ahead and let's do this as an immediate giving time. You can give during this song selection. You can sow your seeds. You can give. Remember, we're doing the 106 challenge. 100% of people tithing and trusting God for 6 months. If you have not been doing it, I promise you've missed out on some of the blessings. We've seen them manifest in every area. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for being a part. Take it over, and we'll be back with the message right after. Let me give you a preview of the message. Can I give you a preview of the message? The message title today is Handling the Random Pieces. Handling the Random Pieces. Be back to you in about 5 minutes.
Put me in A flat. Okay, this is an old song, and I need your help. Is that all right? Will you help me? I know you know it, and I'm just glad that He changed my life complete. And now I sit at His feet. I'm gonna do what must be done. For I must work and work until He comes. And it's wonderful. Everybody sing. Therefore, if you've been changed, sing it. I thank God for my change. It's a wonderful change. Oh, it has come over me. If it had not been for the Lord who was on my side, where would I be? Where would I be? Where would I be? Oh, I've been changed. The angels in heaven done sign my name. Everybody clap your
My, 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 my. I don't even know what to say. Let me just do this. That's the only way you end that. That's the only way you end that. Y'all not ready. Y'all didn't even come. Oh my. Y'all didn't. One more time. Just. Y'all think we coming back to old victory. Y'all don't realize. Y'all don't even realize this thing finna be shifted. I'm claiming shift that this thing is finna change a whole generation. What's finna happen at Victory in the next couple of weeks, next couple of months, in the next few years? We finna change generations with the blessings and man, the praises that's gonna go forth in Victory Community Church. People just don't even, eyes haven't seen, ears haven't heard the good things that God is going to do through Victory Community Church. I'm telling you. Y'all might not want to hear it right now, might not understand it right now, but I'm trying to tell you what they say. I'm trying to tell you. It's gonna be life changing. I'm believing God for it, man. Romans 8:18. Romans 8:18. Romans 8:18. One of my favorite verses. One of my favorite verses in the entire Bible. One of my favorite. Romans 8:18. NIV translation says this: I consider that our present sufferings are not worth comparing with the glory that will be revealed in us. I consider that our present suffering, somebody say our present suffering. I'm not by myself. I consider that our present sufferings are not worth comparing with the glory that will be revealed in us. I want to talk about handling the random pieces. Handling the random pieces. I was sitting in the living room a couple of days ago, and we had purchased Omari a bouncer. The bouncer came. The bouncer was delivered. The bouncer was brought here, and the problem with the bouncer is it came in pieces. Looked pretty on the box. It was all together on the box. The box had the finished product. The finished product looked good. The finished product looked amazing. It had a bunch of stuff on it. But what I didn't know was that inside the box was not the completed product. What I realized when I opened the box was that the box had random pieces. And I'm looking at all of the random pieces, and I'm looking, and I see pieces that look like they belong in certain places, but I'm not 100% sure what belongs where, and I'm afraid to mess it up. So I keep pulling stuff out of the box, and as I keep pulling stuff out of the box, all of a sudden a little piece of paper falls out. And in this little piece of paper, it was drawings on the paper. It was instructions on the paper. It was writing on the paper. And when I pulled the thing out of the box and the paper fell out of the box, I'm looking at the piece of paper with the drawings on it and the words on it. I realized that the words and the drawings helped me learn how to put together the random pieces. See, without the paper, without the piece, without the piece of paper, without all of that, then the pieces would have stayed on the floor. The pieces would have been back in the box. I'd have probably took it back to the store because there was no way I was going to figure out how to put all of those random pieces together to make a bouncer. I would have never figured out how to take the little piece that was red to make it match the little piece that's white. Why wouldn't they make both pieces red? I didn't know. Why would the earth that they had come with none of the things to put the earth together in the box? So some stuff that was outside of the box, I had to put in the box to make the bouncer come together. And I'm sitting there and I'm pushing and I'm pulling and I'm reading and I'm tugging. And guess what, y'all? What I realized was after about an hour, the bouncer was together. The bouncer looked pretty. The bouncer sat the way it was supposed to sit. Everything was in place. Every hole that it had was filled. Everything that was supposed to go in whatever place it was supposed to go in made sense. And I stopped and I looked back at it and I looked at the piece of paper and I looked at the bouncer. I looked at the piece of paper and I looked at the bouncer. And when I looked at the piece of paper and the bouncer, I realized I was done. So she spent time that day. She spent time in the bouncer. She spent time bouncing in the bouncer. She spent time biting on the bouncer. She spent time slapping the bouncer. But y'all, what she did not understand is what it took for me to get the bouncer to the place that she could enjoy it. Because most of us are just like Omari. We get and look for finished products. We have no need for the random pieces. But I came to talk to 2 or 3 people in here today that came to have a moment of a word, of a sermon, and a message that came straight from heaven out of a bouncer that I got from Walmart, that you've came to understand that I've been like that bouncer. I came in broken pieces. I came in scattered pieces. People didn't know where I went. People didn't know what to do with me. And in the middle of a refocus series, I just need somebody to understand that you got to be good enough to be able to handle my broken pieces. I don't mind you getting mad. I don't mind you getting frustrated, but don't give up because the process is simple. The process is easy. Keep the instructions in your hand. As long as once you put the instructions down, have enough in you. Watch this, y'all. Y'all gonna watch. Please walk with me. When you put the instructions down, have enough of the instructions in you that when you get ready to walk out what's on the paper, you remember enough. And guess what? Don't throw the paper away. Don't burn the paper. Don't put it in the trash yet because you're going to need that paper. Because sometimes every now and then, some of us have random pieces. You don't know what to do with. Where did this go? I don't know why this is here. I don't know what this little piece, where does it fit in my life? I don't know. I need to get back to the instructions, how to handle some of these random pieces. See, the Bible teaches us that it's just a book of instructions to give you things and ways to deal with your random pieces. We're told most of the time that being saved, you shouldn't have issues, that everybody, that you shouldn't have issues. You shouldn't have problems. If you go into church, you shouldn't like to cuss. You shouldn't like to do all of the things, smoke, drink, and sex, all of the stuff that everybody tells you. But the truth of the matter is, I just came to be transparent on the 4th Sunday in February to tell you that you can't get your focus if you got bad expectations. I'm jacked up, but I got some stuff. I'm bruised and battered on every side, but I got some stuff. Because guess what? Some of my pieces aren't broken. They just random. They just crazy. But some of me is broken. I need somebody that knows that the potter wants to put you back together again, in case you are broken, and in case you are tossed to and fro. If you feel like you got some stuff going on, I need 2 or 3 people with me on a Sunday morning that'll say, I'm jacked up, but I'm saved. I'm jacked up, but I got the instructions. I don't know what I'm doing. I need somebody that'll just be honest and say, I don't know what I'm doing, Pastor. I thought I had it together. They put me in the box. They shipped me. I even got purchased. Y'all, guess what? I got picked. But when they pulled me, the person that picked me pulled me out of the box, I was still in random pieces. Oh my God. You thought you got home with a finished product, but what you actually got home was with random pieces. What you got home with was come on, Zandra, you with me, with a jacked up situation. What you really got home with, you got home with some messed up stuff. You got home with some people that they thought that they got a finished product, but what they really didn't understand was you was jacked up just like them. You were tied up and tangled up. I got picked, but I was strange. I got picked, but I was still broken. I was still in pieces. Because the Bible came to tell us that it's an instruction manual, and some of us don't understand that you have some stuff that you're going to go through, you're going to deal with, that guess what? I don't need a perfect person. All I need is somebody that can handle my random pieces. Yeah, I understand. I get it. I see where you're going. I see how you can walk through life in situations. But guess what? I don't decide to stay where I am. Watch this, because someone that is ill-equipped to deal with your random pieces, they will get you in a situation and they will tell you that you're not worth it, that you're not deserving of it, that you don't even get it. But what they don't understand is that what God has put in you, in the random pieces, God gave them instructions that sometimes you need to ride it out with people to let them see that they're the only person that can put you together. That you may have been made by Mattel, but guess what? You're going to be put together by the man. That God can do it. God can shift it. And guess what? We have to get to a place to understand that this book of the Bible has come to help us learn how to put the pieces back together. I know it looks crazy. I know it don't look like, because the finished product very rarely looks like, y'all don't want to hear me, very rarely looks like what's on the inside. Yeah. The finished product very rarely looks like what's on the paper. The finished product very rarely looks like what people have told you that you're going to be. Because the problem is that they speak from what they see and you speak from what you know. And sometimes what they speak and what you know ain't the same thing. Y'all need somebody to talk to me. Somebody say random pieces. Some random pieces. See, I need somebody to say, I have been in random pieces. I've been in random pieces. The scripture says it like this, Romans 8:18, one of my favorite verses of the Bible. Says it like this, says that I consider that our present suffering is not worth comparing with the glory that will be revealed in us. Three things I'm gonna get out of your way. I promise you, I won't be before you long. The first thing this text teaches us that you have to do is we're talking about focus. First thing you have to do is focus on the failure. Yeah. It's right here in the text. So I consider that our present sufferings, the stuff I'm dealing with now, the present stuff, the stuff I got going on right now, the present stuff. So somebody say the present. I understand that it's easy for me to get caught up on what other people say and got going on, but I need 2 or 3 people that'll say, yeah, I got some stuff in my present. I ain't talking about yesterday. I ain't talking about yesteryear. I'm talking about today, right? I got some stuff in my right now. The writer says it like this, so very eloquently and clear. For I consider that our present suffering, that right now, some of us feel like we have failed. Why would you tell us to focus on the failure? Because some of us spend so much time in denial that you cannot get delivered because you are in denial. Y'all don't want to hear me. I'm gonna ride this analogy all day, so I hope it was good to you in the introduction. Because some people think, watch this, because the box was picked, then it was complete. Y'all missed it. Some people think they're being chosen, they're being picked, they're being selected, that they're being a part of what God needs you to see. That you can understand that being picked does not mean that you are complete. Y'all missed it. Some of us struggle because you think because you were picked that it has it all together. But sometimes being picked just meant that you were chosen. Oof. Y'all didn't want to hear me. See, some of us don't understand that the picking could be a picking to be picked on. Oh my God. Some of us were picked out to be picked on. Y'all didn't want to hear me. That some plants, when you plant, when you touch them, when you rub on them, when you have your hands on them, people think that you love them because you have your hands on them. But sometimes you got to put your hands on them to see if what you're touching is moist, if you touching has life in it, has fervor, has energy in it. And if it doesn't, watch this. The problem is that if it doesn't have life in it, you have to then go from, watch this, watering to pruning. Oh my God. And some people think that pruning is the subtraction But what it is, it's the elimination of what should have never been there. Y'all didn't want to hear me. That sometimes the paper that came to help it ship, the paper that came, the plastic that the stuff came wrapped in, that you pull it off and you put it on the side, and you put the plastic on the side and the plastic would think that it has something to do because everything else in the box has something to do. But the problem is that we refuse to throw away the stuff that helped us get picked. Oh my God. Because if it hadn't have been for the plastic, you would have been returned. If it hadn't have been for the stuff that helped you get to where you are today, you would have been thrown away. You would have been upset. You would have been mad because you would have arrived scratched and dented. But it was the stuff that helped you get there that you have to once you're picked, you have to discard. Because some stuff that helped you make it in the house, oh my God, will be the same stuff that you're going to have to discard to help you stay in the house. Oh my God. The Bible says that your gift will make room for you. But one of my favorite preachers says it like this, that your gift will make room for you, but your character will keep you in the room. Y'all didn't want to hear me. That the plastic that covered the bouncer, the legs, and the circle stuff that was on the bouncer, all of that had plastic around it, but I had no need for the plastic once I got it to the house. See, some people look at you and think that you hadn't been through nothing because, come on, somebody, because you didn't come here looking like a scratch and dent cell. You didn't come here looking like you had stuff going on. You didn't look like you don't look like what you've been through. But what they don't know is that you had some people that discarded you when you made it in the house. They don't know that you've been covered from the beginning, that you came out of the box covered. And watch this, and some stuff took your bumps and your bruises for you. Yeah. I know, because I'm not the only one that had a trail of stuff that I've left behind in my day. There had some stuff that I left behind in my life. I've had some people that I left behind hurt and harmed because I didn't have myself together. But I realized that I couldn't keep focusing on them because they were only there to help me get to where I am. Don't mean I was right. Don't mean I treated them right. Don't mean I did everything I was supposed to right. But what it means is they were not designed to make it to the finished product. Yeah, because if you hadn't have went through what you went through, that's what guarded you from getting in some of the stuff that you've been in some of the places you've been in, and some of the situations that you should have been in. But when you get in the house, when you get chosen, you have to focus. Watch this. On the field. Get that stuff off of you. I'm preaching better than y'all saying amen. Get that stuff off of you that helped you get there. You got to focus on the failure. I consider that this present suffering, I'm thinking about it. I'm perplexed. I consider that the present suffering, I'm thinking that this present stuff that I got going on right now, I got some stuff because I'm random pieces. Yeah. Watch this, y'all. Watch this. I got more of this analogy. I'm gonna ride it till the wheels fall off. That some of us struggle because we came in pieces with the instruction manuals. Yeah, I know. Some of us are struggling because we came in random pieces, but the person that picked us didn't have the instructions. Watch this, y'all. You had to give them the instructions on how to put you together because you were ill-equipped to do it, but it takes you to tell them how you need to be. This present suffering. I'm going through hell, but I know how to get out of it, but I need you to help me get out of the hell I'm in, because if I could do it myself, oh my God, if I could do it myself, I wouldn't be in this mess. If I could fix me, I wouldn't need you. See, some of us struggle because you saw it broken in the box and said, I don't feel like dealing with that. But the little work you done in an hour can provide a year worth of enjoyment. See, The present suffering, the stuff you dealing with, the stuff you got going on, the stuff you struggling and straining and have in your mind. And we are quick to give up on the very thing we're equipped to handle. Why do you say I can handle it? Because it's the present suffering, which means what? It didn't take me out. You had enough money for it. You had enough time for it. You had enough peace for it. And I refuse to let it go. My God, let me get out of here. I got to get out of here. I done left all of my notes. I don't even know where I'm at. See, some of us are faking like we got it together, but we're just broken pieces. Some of us struggling because we keep thinking that we got to act like we got this thing together. And the truth of the matter is this: I'm just random pieces. I know the clothes, I know the car, I know the house, I know the church, I know all of the stuff make you think it's all together. Just random pieces. Because I got a piece here, a piece there. And the wrong piece in the wrong place could offset everything. Yeah. I know. I shouted that I didn't go through, I didn't react the way I used to react. I don't sing how I used to sing. I don't pray how I used to pray. Yeah, but the wrong thing at the wrong time could really just shuffle my deck. Could really just tear me up. Could really mess up everything. I understand. I love the Lord. He heard my cry. He pitied my every groan. But I got some stuff in me. Come on, y'all, take me back to Tuesday night. It's a me inside of me that I find delighted. Y'all don't want to hear me. And guess what? If I find delighted, if I am the one that's dealing with the stuff in this present suffering, in this present situation, in this present mindset and mode, if I am the person that's going through it, and if I can't fix me, how do I tell you how to get me out of this situation? Because I'm talking about these random pieces. How do I deal with the random pieces? Because it's my present suffering. First thing, you got to focus on your failure. Second thing you have to do. I'm almost out of here. I got to get out of here. Y'all seem like y'all came to have church with me this evening. Second thing you have to do is you have to focus on the future. Focus on the future. You got to focus on the future. For I consider that our present suffering is not worth, watch this, comparing. It's not worth comparing. That this present suffering is not worth comparing with the glory that shall be revealed in us. If I'm going to focus on my failure, how can I focus on my failure and my future? Watch this. Y'all, did y'all come here to have church? Did somebody just put in there, I came for an experience. I came for an experience. I consider that the present suffering is not worth comparing with the glory that shall be revealed in us. Watch this. It's a friend of mine said, I'm finna wow you. Y'all ready for this? I'm finna wow you. I consider that the present suffering is not worth comparing with the glory that shall be revealed in us. You ready for this? It's the suffering of the present time that prepares you for the glory. You couldn't hold the glory before the suffering. Y'all didn't come to hear me. Y'all didn't. Ain't nobody come to say amen. Ain't nobody come to give God some glory. See, you thought that it was about what you had going on and who you knew and how you figured it out. But the truth of the matter is that the same person that chose you, watch this, because of the box you were in. I should have had this picture. I should have took pictures of all of this stuff. The box you were in is why you got chose, because the picture was on the box. The finished product was on the box. The example of all of the stuff that you had going on was pretty and lined out and set aside and set up to work out for you. And the problem is that you thought the present suffering, the random pieces, it's what defined you. But watch this. It was the picture that you gonna throw away was the reason why you got picked. Y'all didn't want to hear me. I knew I should have did this preached to myself in the backyard. That the present suffering is what gets you to the glory. It's the broken pieces. Watch this, y'all. Because some people only got you because of the box you came in. Because they thought one thing. But if they would have saw the real you on display, they would have never picked you up. Would have never done. Because the glory that was going to be revealed is the same thing that got you to where y'all don't want to hear me. Watch this. But the pieces were designed to fit in place before they were even put into you. For I consider that the present suffering is not worth comparing. What does that mean? It means that if you are going to go through your go through, how do you focus on the failure? How do you focus on the future? Is that you always look at what you saw when you picked it up. Marvin Sapp said it like this. He saw the best in me. See, some of us struggle because we refuse to see what God saw. Because you spend so much time, oh my God, my pastor helped me with this last night when it came to something completely different. We spend so much time looking at the facts that we forget that God never said, I'm in the facts. He says, I'm in the truth. God never said, I will be your facts. He didn't say, I'm the way, the facts, and the light. He said, I'm the way, the truth. See, facts might say one thing about you, but the truth is something else. Oh my. See, some of us struggle because you refuse to hold on to the fact and grab a hold to the importation that God puts in you to say, yeah, the facts about me might be bad. Yeah, the facts about my situation might be horrible. The facts about what I'm going through and who I am and my struggles might be bad. But I refuse to get down on where I am because of the facts. Because I got some truth. Well, I feel like hollering in here. That I got some truth. And the truth is this. That he said he'll never leave me nor forsake me. The truth says, y'all need to come to hear the truth. The truth says that by his stripes I'm healed. The truth says that he's a way maker. The truth says he's a provider. See, some of us get held up on the facts. The present suffering is the facts. But the truth is in the glory. See, the truth is in the glory, that shall be revealed. That's coming. It's on the way. That the facts is that weeping may endure for a night. But what's true? That joy is coming. What's the difference between the facts and truth? The facts is nature. It's in nurture. It's in the carnal realm. It's in what you see. The truth is in the spirit realm. It's in what you can't see. So that's why the weeping is in right now. It's in what you communicate and what you see. You ain't got to lie to say that I'm speaking certain stuff. But what you say is that I'm speaking into the spirit realm that has already manifested, that Joy told me he had left home and he's on the way. That weeping may endure, that this present suffering is not worth comparing. What does that mean? That when the finished product is here, y'all didn't come to hear me. That when the finished product of me shows up, that there's some people that's gonna forget and not understand why I do what I do and feel how I feel because you didn't see me when I came out of the box. You didn't see me when I was like the Jack in the Box and I just popped out. You don't know what I had to go through to get as far as I am. And I refuse to spend time talking about the right now when I see where I'm going. Every time I look at the box, I see what it's supposed to be. I'm looking at a finished product. When I preview the finished product, it makes me keep going. And people say why you hadn't given up on that, why you hadn't thrown in the towel, why you had, everything they said about you was right. Everything they thought about you was right. Yeah, I get it, and I'm not disagreeing. But what I'm trying to tell you is, I seen something on the box. And when I wanted to give up, I peeked over at the box. And he told me some truth was on the box. The facts was on my floor, but the truth was on the box. And every time I looked at the truth, the facts, the truth reminded me that it won't be like this always. It ain't no need to worry. It'll be all over. I'm sorry, y'all. I done fooled around and got happy in my second point. I just need 2 or 3 people to say, that ain't the truth. That ain't the truth. That ain't the truth. That ain't the truth. I know what they said about you, but that ain't the truth. It might have been the facts, but it ain't the truth. The fact is that I did what they say I did, but the truth is that God is a way maker. The truth of the matter is that God still loves me. The truth of the matter is that don't throw me away. Don't put me back in the box. Don't do anything. What you do is keep holding on, because God says, I got something for you. There's a blessing on the other side. There's a miracle on the other side. There's a breakthrough on the other side. Don't let where you are and what you're going through right now trip you up and keep you where you think you should be. You ought to understand that between the facts and the truth, there's some glory. My God, I'm through. Let me get out of here. That's my first and second point. Third point is, first you have to focus on the failure. Then you have to focus, come on somebody, on the future. Third and final thing, you have to focus on the favor. It's right here. It says that the glory shall be revealed. I need to put it on the screen. The glory shall be revealed in us. What does that mean? That the glory that's coming out of you was in the box. No, don't miss this story thinking about Omari. Don't miss this story thinking about who's going to play with the bouncer. Don't miss the story thinking that this has anything to do with anybody outside of the bouncer. It's all the praise. It's in the bouncer. That there's nothing. Watch this. There's nothing that's needed for the bouncer that wasn't in the bouncer. Anything you add to the bouncer is an additive. That the bouncer was good enough. Y'all not trying to hear me. With what it had in the box. What's the favor? That I didn't have to find anything. I didn't have to find anybody. I didn't have to sit up in a situation in a room with a group of people to see anything that God was trying to do for me. All of my glory, all of my praise, all of the purity of God came into me to see that everything that everybody else said was really irrelevant, because the glory was in the box. The pieces. I'm handling. I got broken pieces. Yeah, I got random pieces. I got stuff that don't fit. I got stuff that I don't know what to do with. I got stuff that I ain't seen before. But guess what? Everything I need, He put it in me. How do you know that deliverance is coming? Because it's in me. How do you know that breakthrough is coming? Because it's in me. Come on. Anybody glad that I didn't have to, that nobody that was tied to my destiny, nothing that was tied to my destiny, nowhere that was tied to my destiny can trip me up, because God already gives me. I'm already equipped. He's already maintained me. He's giving me the best that I got. He's giving me the joy. He's giving me the peace. He's giving me the love. He's giving me everything I need in the box. Guess what, y'all? Which meant that He gave me what I needed before I even knew what I needed to be put together. Y'all, I know people want finished product. I know nobody wants to deal with what they got going on. I know nobody want to struggle. I don't want to struggle. I don't want to feel it. I don't want to see it. I don't want to go through. But guess what? At the end of the day, what's in the box was enough. And if anybody is unhappy with what you got in the box, it ain't for them. To this day, Omar has not looked at me and said, "Daddy, I want 2 earths. I want 2 earths on the box. I want two. I want a roller coaster in the bouncer. I want to turn the bouncer into a walker." She said none of that. Yeah, why? Because it was designed with enough for her. designed with her in mind. Let me go to a different text, and I'm getting out of your way. Jeremiah 14:8. I've been technically referencing it most of this message. I'm through, y'all. I got to get out of here. It's almost time for us to go. Jeremiah 18:4 says, and the vessel that was made of clay was marred in the hand of the potter. So he made it again, another vessel. Watch this, y'all. That hand of the potter being made is so powerful, because he's literally saying that the only person that was unhappy with the pot was the potter. And because he was the one that it mattered to, that he messed it up, that it wasn't to his satisfaction, he kept it in his hand. I know, I get it. I see where you're going. I feel a direction that you shift into. I just want you to understand that if you don't feel like you finished yet, you don't feel like you got it together yet, you don't feel like you've seen everything that God has in store for you the way that you wanted to see what God had in store for you, just take comfort, take peace, take joy, take excitement in the fact that He's kept you in His hands. Yeah. Because guess what? As long as the bouncer was in my hand, I was still putting it together. I didn't have a need to keep doing it after it was finished. But guess what? While I was working on it, I kept it in my hand. I would grab a piece, put the piece in my hand, and go find the piece on the paper. And I would look at the paper. And I never got confused. Watch this. Even when it was able to stand on its own, I knew it wasn't finished, because there was still some pieces in the box. So I just came to talk to somebody. I'm through. I came to talk to somebody today that you said, hey, Pastor, I'm just some broken pieces. I'm some random pieces, Pastor. And one of the pieces that's missing in my life is a ministry. One of the pieces that's missing in my life is a church home. One of the pieces that's missing is a family, a group, a body of believers. Because I've been in this box by myself, and I'm pretty much sick of being by myself. I understand what people have said and what people have done, and I really just want to be a part of the family. I just want to be a part of the family. I'm gonna ask that you just type in one of these two hashtags. I want to be a champion, or hashtag all in. One of those two hashtags, all in, says, I want to be a member of the church. I want to be a partner with you. I want to join the champion team. I want to be a part of victory. I want to be a part of what God is doing. I want to see ways made and doors opened. I want to see miracles, signs, and wonders. The same stuff that you say you see in every day and everyone. I'm gonna just ask that you, Pastor, can I be a part of it? Can I see where God is doing? And that's what I want you to do. Do hashtag all in, hashtag I want to be a champion. It's only two things I ask you to do. If you need prayer, you need someone to unite with you and pray with you, we're here. I'm telling you. Because guess what? Just like she said, it's a wonderful change that has come over me. I don't know. My walk, my talk, I'm still changing. Pastor's still mess up every day. But striving. Why? Because my pieces are coming together. I get revelation all the time. It's about being better. That's all I want. It's just, I want to be right. I want to be saved. I want to be whole. So David said it like this. After God called him a man after his own heart, he says it like this. Create in me a clean heart. Why would you say he's a man after your heart, God? Because he said, like a deer panted after water, so does my soul pant. I just want to be, I want to be where you are, God. So if that's you, you want to be a part of victory, you want to be a part of the kingdom, just put those two things in and we will reach out to you. If that's not you, we just want to say thank you for joining us. Thank you for being with us. Last but not least is our offertory period. We extend the offer to give. You can give via text. You can give via Cash App. You can give via our Victory app. Man, I'm going to ask everybody to go to our website and go to our get the app. Get our app, man. And I promise you it'll bless you. I promise you God will will be able to meet you. You'll be able to see everything that we do. You can watch our services live through our app. You can give in our app. You can see the calendar of events in our app. I promise you, it's going to be an amazing thing to be able to just keep in touch. Champions, when our 106 challenge, let's prepare to do that. Let's prepare to sow. Man, I promise y'all, God is increasing these seeds. God is blessing these seeds. I'm telling you, God can do anything and everything you need him to do by helping you keep on focus. Don't let the focus fall because we refuse to give. Let's do that. Let's give. Let's sow in our through our gifts we gave our time, we gave our talent. This time to give our treasure. Let's do that. Last announcement. I saved the best for last. Last announcement. Let's everybody that's watching me give. Click back on. We're gonna play our song selection one more time. I just got to hear it. I know. I just got to hear it one more again. Last but not least, let's take a moment out. Those that are still watching. And let's say happy birthday. Happy birthday. Everybody say happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to our minister of music. Happy birthday to our own minister of music. Our own minister of music, Kim Randon. Let's put a happy birthday in the comments. Happy birthday. Somebody put that in the comments for us. Happy birthday to our own minister of music. Thank her for all that she's done and does with our ministry, time that she's given our praise team and all of those involved. Thank you so much, Sister Randon. Thank you for being a part. We wanted to take a moment out, especially on a Sunday morning. Y'all should have still been at church. I know should have still been at church on a Sunday morning if we were physically in the building. Thank you so much for all of the seeds that you've sown to the ministry and for what you've done through your time, talent, and your treasure. Thank you so much for being a part. Y'all, let's remember to sow. Let's do what we can. Let's bless the ministry. I'm gonna play this song one more time, y'all, because it did something for me and something to me. Let's shoot them hearts up for our minister of music. I'm gonna play this song. We're gonna go out. We're gonna give. We're not gonna go out with a praise break today. We're gonna let Sister Crystal Rucker send us out with a wonderful change. Bless you.
Put me in A flat. Okay, this is an old song, and I need your help. Is that all right? Will you help me? I know you know it, and I'm just glad that he changed my life complete. And now I sit at his feet. I'm gonna do what must be done, for I must work and work until he comes, and it's wonderful. Everybody sing. Therefore, if you've been changed, sing it. It's a wonderful change. I'm so glad that I've been wonderful change. Oh, it has come over me. If it had